Okay, feedback on the front wing, please. How's it feeling?
I can manage it till the end.
Okay, listen, we'll leave you to it then. Go for it. Okay, gap to the car ahead, 2.2 seconds. The car behind started to drop back. There's a gap beginning to form. Let's make the most of it. Okay, you've just started the final lap of the race. Final lap. Okay, mate, I'm afraid we didn't quite get what we needed there, but let's not worry about it. All right, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
Woohoo! Get it! Yes!
So as we come into this tail end of the season, you just get a feeling that Connor Sport are just losing their edge.
They're just not bringing enough points to the table every weekend, are they?
Red Bull put up an out.
Callie, clearly some front wing damage there at the end of the race. You decided not to pit. Just talk us through that decision.
Yeah, I mean, I think in those situations, there's often not a right answer. The team asked me how the car felt, and I knew I could manage it. Losing track position would have been too costly, so I backed myself to hold on, and thankfully it worked out okay.
Well, clearly you lost some ground to Red Bull today. Just a few races left in the season. How concerned are you?
I'm really frustrated, to be honest. We're gifting our rivals points, and that's not something we should ever be doing. It's certainly not something we can afford to be doing at this stage of the season. We've just got to keep our heads up and keep fighting.
You seem to have lost some momentum, certainly that we saw earlier in the season. What do you put that down to?
Well, it's been a rough old season, and I think it's taken its toll. Everyone on the team is feeling the pressure, and we've all been through a lot, so it's no excuse, but it's just the way things are, and we need to put it all behind us and keep moving forward.
Well, thank you for chatting with us. Great to have your time.
Could you take a look at this, please?
Hey, Cal.
Hey, I just wanted to grab you for a moment to say thanks.
Yeah?
For the support, the therapy. It's actually helping, despite me trying to sabotage it.
I'm glad you feel that way. You're not on your own.
I know, thanks. Anyway, right now I wish I was on my own because apparently I'm about to do some TV interviews or something. I'll see you at the debrief. Bye. Bye-bye.
It's time to pick, Cass. Why didn't we get that wing replaced?
It was marginal. We asked Kelly how the car felt and she wanted to push.
She's becoming a liability.
Now she's driving well.
No, you need to keep an eye on her.
I do?
These are your drivers, Casper. You need to keep them in check. That includes Callie. If she's not behaving herself, that's your responsibility, mate.
I know.
Because I'm telling you now, there is something wrong with her.
Are you okay?
She's not right in the head. Why can't anyone else see it?
She's coping. So?
She should be sad. Why isn't she sad?
It's complicated for her.
Oh, and it's not for me.
I didn't mean it like that.
So what did you mean then, Casper? How is it different for her? Huh?
It's none of my business.
Oh, poor Callie. But Devon's all right. Devon will be fine, no problems. Is that it?
Oh, come on, Devon.
Yeah, and only the wise Casper Ackerman can possibly understand her grief. Huh? No, tell me. Yeah? Enlighten me, Casper. How is it different for her? I mean, she's your favorite after all, right?
That's not what this is about, is it?
No. How is it different for her? How is the death of my father different for her?
Because your father had 2 kids, and he only raised 1. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that.
You know what, Casper? I think Connor Sport needs a change of direction.
It wasn't my place.
Yeah. That's, I'm not convinced you're making optimal decisions. The title slipped away.
Come on, Devon.
I've been thinking about it for a while, actually.
Let's just talk about this.
Your services at Connosport are no longer required, mate. I hereby terminate your contract
Are you for real?
with immediate effect. Ciao, Casper. Close the door on the way out.
Where is he now?
I don't know, he's just gone.
Call him. Get him to come back.
Oh, hang on, wait. Where are you going?
I'm gonna talk some sense into that idiot brother of mine. We are not doing this without Casper.
Callie talked to him and Aiden too. They tried to get him to change his mind. They were angry. Well, I was angry.
Did you try to change his mind?
No, Devon and I didn't talk again for a while.
And then what happened?
That was that. I went home.
Were you worried about the team's performance without Casper?
No. I had a plan.
What plan?
Getting a new team principal. Or an old one.
So why did you take the position as team principal at Connosport, having stepped down from the role only 2 seasons prior?
You have kids?
Yes?
Okay, so one of them calls you and says, I need you. You're there, right? Any parent would be. Connosport was my child, my baby. I made that team. I would do anything for them. But I made it clear to Devon that I would only accept that job on a temporary basis.
Right, Callie's had to retire from the race.
So it's just me then?
Yep, just you, Aiden. Let's go. Okay, gap to the car in front, 1.5 seconds. use your overtake button more. It's time to utilise some of this energy. Come on.
I've got a puncture.
Yep, copy. Box.
Just when you think nothing else can go wrong.
Pitting this lap then. Come into the pits at the end of this lap. Okay, off we go, back into the race. Perfect job from you and the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that. Okay, good work. Great pass. putting good distance between yourself and the car behind. Okay, this is your final lap of the race.
Nice one. Good work, everyone.
Doesn't matter which way you look at it, Ant, that's a poor result for Connor Sport today.
Yeah, it certainly is. They would have hoped for a better weekend than that. You had one driver out the race altogether, another one dealing with a puncture. That's really cost them dear.
And it's put to bed any notion that they can still compete for the championship, I think. At Red Bull, comfortable at the top of the standings, and Ferrari now leapfrog Connor Sport into second. And here we are, a team that is no stranger to the podium, taking their place on top once again. A sublime race today, and a stunning win for Ferrari.
Hey, we need your input on this one.
Devon.
I am getting it in the neck for this. Because I'm the guy that sacked the great Kasper Ackerman.
And that means you're the same guy who can bring him back.
He's not going to come back now, is he? Anyway, we've got you now.
I'm here temporarily, Devon. I can help Connosport in other ways.
Well, if you want to help, you can tell me what happened out there with that puncture.
Debris.
What about Ferrari? You know, it was bad enough losing ground to Red Bull, but now we're third. Car's gone backwards.
We had a great car at the start of the season, and
by the end, other cars were better. Look, quick isn't quick enough. We have to develop faster.
Yeah, well, I'm working on it, okay? And you know who had a great relationship with engineering.
Oh, let me guess. Was it Casper? You know, if we talk about him enough, he might just appear. I'm gonna go. I just, gotta talk to the press. They're circling. Ciao.